Good morning, American government. How are you? Hope you had a great Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd. It is also Hump Day, so the weekend is getting closer, and that's a good thing for all of us. Today also is Earth Day, and if you don't know what Earth Day is, it was a movement that started 50 years ago with environmental concerns about saving our planet. So if you don't know anything about it, I suggest that you go Google it. Learn about Earth Day, and I remember Earth Day. So it's birthday today, 50 years old. Also today is Refuel, and what a wonderful opportunity for you to pause and reflect what's going on in your personal life, with our school, with our country. So I would urge you to take advantage of the time that you have. So where we are, you have a paper that's due tomorrow, Thursday, by 3 p.m. It's a 2 to 3 page paper, and it's this idea of, we've been looking at freedom of religion, the free enterprise clause, and then the government's stepping in during this pandemic and prohibiting from holding church services with groups greater than 10 people. So the question is, can the government do that? And some people, like many issues in this country, we are divided. So there's some people in this country who say it makes sense during these times. We can all get through it. We can do some virtual Zoom and YouTube videos and things like that for services till this pandemic gets under control. And others say absolutely not. The government it's unduly interfering. They have no right to do it. And here we go. So we are somewhat divided. As I said earlier, lawsuits have been filed, people have been arrested, people have been fined, we're in the courts, and around and around and around we go. So, and it's an issue that's very sensitive to a lot of people. And again, I'm not quite sure there's a right or wrong approach to this. I guess it just it depends on where you're looking at it from your perspective. So certainly appreciate everybody's viewpoint on it. Yesterday I attached an article from a Dr. Land, and you got to read about his position. And if you read it, you'd go, you know what? This seems very reasonable, rational, logical. You go, yeah. You know, these are undue times, and you know, we're just going to have to make some adjustments as we get through this pandemic. But there's other people who go, absolutely not, that disagree with his position and go, no, that churches have the right to meet, and if the government, by the government stepping in, they're unduly interfering, and that's not right, and we're not only going to protest, we're not going to listen to the orders and things of that nature. So again, the great divide here in America when it comes to some issues. So what I've done is I've attached an article for you, and it's about those people who go, the government's interfering. And it takes a look at a Mississippi church, but it mentions some things in Kansas and some other places as well, that the government doesn't have the right to do it. So I want you to read that article, see what you think. And again, over the course of the next day or so, I need you to finish your research and reflect and put together your thoughts. And again, 2 to 3 pages. Please don't write me a novel. How you feel about this, and where you stand, and just support your illustration, support your position with illustrations, and we'll go from there. So your paper's due tomorrow at 3 p.m. That is on Thursday. So at the end of this video, I attached another video. It's about a church down in Louisiana, and they are not listening to the ordinances and the laws, and they are meeting, and again, people have been arrested and things of that nature. So I want you to watch that video. It's only less than 3 minutes, and just take in their thoughts. So other than that, I'm here to help you. If you have any questions or comments or need any assistance in any way, this is my wonderful office. I'm here all day. I do have official office hours from 8 to 11, but I'm here all day to help you. So anytime you need me, just give me a shout, and then I'll get back in touch and we'll fix whatever we need to fix. So in the meantime, work on your paper. Be safe. Go Google Earth Day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
you're not worried about the virus?
No, I'm not. I have no reason to be.
And you guys won't get the virus because of your beliefs?
Yes.
No, I won't get the virus because Jesus says I'm not.
If you got God inside of you, you have nothing to worry about. You're good.
I moved here from Texas for this church, so it's definitely essential in my life.
We are continuing to have services with some restrictions. We have told our older parishioners and our parishioners that have pre-existing conditions to stay home. We take everyone's temperature when they come through the doors. We have people use hand sanitizer often. We have refrained from handshaking and hugging until after this pandemic is over. We're maintaining 6 feet. They would rather come to church and worship like free people than they have lived like prisoners in their homes for 22 days now. Could it be that the depression and the anxiety and the emotion problems that we're facing right now, clinical problems that is being brought on by this virus, could it be that it is worse than the people who have already contracted this virus and died?
I think it's utterly ridiculous that they're doing what they're doing. I have an idea of why. To me, they're just afraid they're not going to get enough money in the collection plate. And if you notice, they go around collecting, picking up people like the elderly who is vulnerable, and so listen to what they say.
The poorest of the poor do not have cars or other ways to get to church. So this church has 26 buses, and they go and they pick up their congregation all throughout the Baton Rouge General Metropolitan area. And we don't believe the governor's order is legal because both the federal constitution and the state constitution protect our right of free exercise and our right to peacefully assemble for that purpose. As far as we know, we don't have any reported cases. We expect that some of our congregation will eventually get it, just like the rest of the country, and we will deal with it when it comes. I mean, we don't have an invisible shield that protects us.
Well, that's all you got to do is trust the Lord. If you trust the Lord, people in the Bible that been healed.
I preach we have nothing to fear but fear itself. We had an emotional time, had water baptisms, and a lot of people saved today.
Virus feeds on fear. I don't have fear. I have faith.
I'm not scared of this virus. When it's my time, it's my time.
If you're scared to die, everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. When my day come, I ain't mad with the world.